have three shoes releasing, and as you can see, it's the Nike SB Doug Low Nicole House, and then we've got the two Spiridons, Fragment Spiridons. Um, I don't think these will be especially hard to get. I'm not sure there's a lot of hype around them. But if we take it by one, let's have the Nike SBs. Honestly, I like the quilt pattern on the Nike Tick, and I like this little chain. You know, these extra details just make the shoe look a bit more unique. As for the colors, I do think it's a bit bland. Obviously, in winter time, nobody's going to be wearing all white shoes. But obviously, I do really like it for spring and summer, especially spring. I think this will be a really nice shoe when it's nice and sunny and not wet, and when it's not raining. Like just going through this, really love the chain. It gives that extra detail, and honestly, if you this would be really nice cop. I don't think it'll be especially hard to cop. I don't. I think there is a lot of stock around these, and the skate shops did get them early, if I'm correct. So obviously, you might want to ask your local skate shops if they do have any pairs left. Otherwise, I think this would be a really fairly easy cop. Next, we've got the Spiridons. Obviously, everybody expects a lot of hype and expects a lot from Fragment after the Travis Scott fragments. Maybe not many people expect hype, but I especially expect something from Fragment. Um, but obviously, I do like the Blue Void colorway. The black one is very, very underwhelming. They should have done more, I think. There is no even mention of any logo of the Fragment logo, the two lightning bolts. Um, Obviously, got that extra detail on the sole. But honestly, I do think I quite like the Blue Void, but the all black one I think is very underwhelming, and I think this collaboration should have promised a bit more. Um, and let's take a look at the black one. Honestly, it's very underwhelming in my opinion. These are gonna also release tomorrow, 17th, with the Nike SB Dunk Lows, and obviously, as you can see, £155. These will be. I don't think these will be especially hard to cop as well, only because as far as I've seen, I do not. There's not much hype around these, but I especially think people do like the blue voids, so maybe perhaps they might be a bit harder to cop, but I don't expect any of these to be hard to get, especially look at raffles. I'm not sure if N Clothing, BSTN, if any other stores, but if any, sneaker stores, online retailers, check if they do have raffles for any of these. Um, Obviously, we've got the Party 6000s. I'm not familiar with this colorway, but this does look like a very nice summer shoe to wear. Um, it gives like a Vomero kind of vibe to it as well. And the 19th of December is where all the action's actually happening. So we did get the multicolored Nego Air Forces, and obviously it's also dropping on the 19th with this new colorway. Honestly, if I were to choose between these two colorways, I would prefer the brown one. I think it's a lot more um, different, um, and I do like the color matching from the green to the brown. And one thing I do not like about this is actually the fur. If there is any sort of zooming in here, as you can see. So this little fur, I'm not really fan of that. I would have preferred if it was just a solid color, or maybe leather. I think leather would have been quite a nice detail. Obviously, got the suede swoosh. I would have maybe perhaps preferred maybe leather for this, the same embossed leather here. Obviously not embossed, but just normal leather. Um, then we have restocks. This is for United Kingdom anyway. Obviously check your sneakers app if you're living in America or Germany. I know America get a lot of things. So these following shoes are getting restocked. Obviously expect it to be hot, especially maybe the 90 Armor Manier 95s. I do think that these might be a bit harder to cop, especially just before Christmas and everybody wants to get a last pair for retail instead of paying resale. So these are the following shoes that are going to be dropping for restocks. Honestly, very nice shoe from Doctors. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be copying this after all the Drake all the controversy surrounding Drake right now at this moment. But definitely, this is a nice shoe. Real ones would know that this is sort of a copy of the Yeezy 1050 high reses. Honestly, I can just see it through and through. Um, it's like copy my homework, but don't make it too obvious. Um, 185 retail, and they're going to be um, at 9 a.m. So that's actually something I was not familiar with, actually. Are these all 9 a.m.? Okay, so it looks like that the Negos will release at 8 a.m. and all of these restocks they will actually release at 9 a.m. That's what it seems like on the 19th of December. Yep, it looks like all of these will be dropping at 9 a.m. So just bear in mind that these won't be releasing with the Nego Air Forces. These will be releasing in their own sort of bundle at 9 a.m. Just confirming all of them. Maybe. Yep, so just be keep in mind that the restocks will all be happening on the 19th of December at 9 a.m. Now then obviously we go to their sort of Nike's version of the Uggs. Obviously Uggs, Palace had a drop I think last week or I think 2 weeks ago. These do look nice, but obviously I don't think there's a lot of hype around them. If you do want to cop them, um, then go ahead. I don't think it'll be that difficult. And then we have the Spiridons. Honestly, nice colorway. Um, feels like I think this does look better than the fragments. I think nice colorway, nice grey, red, and black. Spiridons, I think I'm not been very familiar with Spiridons actually, but they do look like a quite a promising shoe heading into 2025. Maybe Nike is trying to do something with them, try and build hype around them by using Fragment's name to try and say, here's Fragment's Spiridons, and then people might, say, oh wow, these don't look too bad. Um, and then, next week on Monday, December 23rd, we do have the Wizard of Oz Nike SB Glow Pros. I have missed out the Travis Scotts, which will be releasing this Saturday, 21st. I've done that purposefully because I want to create a quick short slash reel, um, giving all the information about the Travis Scotts. So just bear in mind that on the 21st of December, we are expected to have the Travis Scotts. Obviously, if you're in America and obviously, yeah, in America, you guys have the Travis Scott website raffles. So expect that to be, I think, a day or two earlier than the sneakers drop on the 21st. But now heading on to the Wizard of Oz. Honestly, this is quite a loud shoe for my taste. I do prefer a lot of much more subtle and low key colorways. Obviously, this is dropping 23rd of December at 8 a.m. for £120. I'm not actually sure what the difference is between the Nike SB Dunks and the Pros. I'm not sure, so if anybody would like to clarify that for me, I would love to know. But honestly, this is I do think it's a quite a loud shoe. But obviously, if that's your taste, then obviously go for it. Who am I to stop you wearing whatever you like? Um, I don't like the colors as well. I just do think I may have preferred maybe obviously the print. I'm not sure what material this is, but I do think they could have chosen a much better color than the pink. Maybe a beige. I think a much beige or maybe a much more subtle green, like a more natural green. Maybe not quite a light and faded green might have worked well with that. But obviously, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you like it. You don't like it. So that's pretty much it for the sneaker review for this week. I will upload a video um, for the Travis Scott's trying to give information because unlike America, UK and Europe, we don't have many options, and our chances. Oh, and we don't have many options for, in terms of online retailers, our chances of getting these shoes are quite low. So I'll try to do my best, try to get as much information I can today, and